You know that feeling when the house is too quiet and the clock seems to tick louder just to remind you how long the day is? My neighbor Bob felt that way 6 months into retirement. After 40 years of greeting coworkers, attending meetings, and even complaining about Monday mornings, he suddenly found himself staring at the TV, wondering, is this really what I worked all those years for? The truth is, retirement loneliness doesn't happen because we stop working. It happens because we lose something deeper, our daily connections, our sense of purpose, and the rhythm that kept us moving. But here's the good news, it's never too late to rewrite this story. Today we'll explore 2 powerful ways to rebuild those connections and make retirement feel like the vibrant new chapter it should be. The friendship gap and how to close it. When researchers at the University of Michigan studied retirees, they found something surprising. Within 2 years of leaving work, most people lose touch with 80% of their coworkers. That's like losing an entire social circle overnight. But here's what the happiest retirees do differently. They don't wait for friends to come to them. They become connection gardeners, planting new relationships everywhere they go. Here's how you can start. Turn errands into social moments. Chat with the barista, ask the librarian for book recommendations, or strike up a conversation with someone at the dog park. These micro-connections add up. Join something that meets weekly, not monthly. A local choir, a walking group, or even a coffee club. Consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds friendship. Use technology as a bridge, not a barrier. Video calls with old colleagues or family can maintain ties. But don't stop there. Try online classes or book clubs to meet new people from home. The purpose problem. When my aunt retired from teaching, she missed the feeling of being needed. Then she discovered the local elementary school's grandma reading hour. Now every Tuesday, kids fight over who gets to sit next to her. She didn't just find a hobby, she found a reason to set her alarm. Purpose in retirement doesn't have to be grand. It just needs to matter to you. Share your skills. Offer to mentor small business owners at the local SCORE chapter. Create a legacy project. Compile family recipes into a book or record stories for future generations. Adopt a helping habit. Walk a neighbor's dog. Volunteer at the food bank or teach a craft at the community center. Now, here's what most people don't realize. These 2 solutions work together like coffee and morning sunlight. But there's another layer to loneliness that often goes unnoticed. Remember how we left off talking about Bob, my neighbor who struggled with retirement loneliness? Well, here's what changed for him, and it wasn't what you might expect. One rainy Tuesday, he decided to rearrange his living room furniture, just to change things up. Without realizing it, he'd stumbled onto a powerful truth. Our physical spaces shape our emotional lives more than we realize. The space solution, researchers at Stanford followed retirees for 5 years and made a fascinating discovery. People who regularly changed their home environments reported 30% less loneliness. Why? Because familiar spaces keep us stuck in familiar routines, while small changes create opportunities for new connections. Here's how to apply this. Create a guest-ready corner. Set up one inviting chair with a side table and lamp near your front window. You'll naturally invite more impromptu visits when neighbors see you there. Turn your kitchen into a gathering spot. Bake extra cookies or bread weekly with the intention of sharing. It gives you a reason to reach out. Redesign your porch or balcony. Add one extra chair beyond what you need. When asked why, say, "That's for visitors." Soon, you'll have takers. The activity paradox now. Here's something counterintuitive. Janet, a retired nurse from Florida, told me she joined 7 clubs but still felt lonely. It's like being at a party where no one really knows you, she said. This is what gerontologists call crowded loneliness, and it's more common than you think. The fix isn't more activities, it's the right kind. Seek activities with shared vulnerability. Try a beginner's painting class instead of a lecture. Series, Struggling Together, builds bonds faster. Find shoulder-to-shoulder connections. Gardening clubs, volunteer projects, or birdwatching groups create natural camaraderie without forced small talk. Limit passive activities. Swap some TV time for audiobooks you can discuss at your next book club. What makes these approaches work is something neuroscientists call social muscle memory. The more we practice meaningful connection, the more natural it becomes. But there's one final piece to this puzzle that often makes all the difference. Something remarkable happened at our local community center last month. They started a Tech Buddies program, pairing retirees with teenagers, grandparents teaching life stories, kids teaching smartphones. By week 2, something unexpected occurred. 78-year-old Martha and 16-year-old Jamal began baking together every Thursday. That's when I realized we've been solving loneliness backward. The Generation Solution Harvard researchers found retirees with regular intergenerational connections. Report: feeling 10 years younger have 40% lower rates of depression. Maintain sharper cognitive skills. Here's how to bridge the age gap. Volunteer at school reading programs. Kids adore grandparent figures. Join skill swap programs at libraries. Offer your wisdom in exchange for tech help. Attend community college classes alongside younger students. Your personal community. Blueprint loneliness isn't about lacking people. It's about lacking the right mix of connections. Think of your social life like a garden needing different plants. The oak trees. 2-3 close friends try family for deep roots. The fruit trees. Activity buddies who share your passions. The wildflowers. Casual connections that brighten your week. The new seedlings. Fresh relationships across generations. Daily habits that keep loneliness away. The 10-3-1 rule. 10 minutes of social interaction daily. Even a chat with the mail carrier. Meaningful conversations weekly. Beyond small talk. New connection monthly. Join something or invite someone for coffee. Create connection triggers. Set phone reminders with prompts like call someone who makes you laugh. Invite a neighbor for tea this afternoon. Your challenge starting today. Pick one new seedling connection to make this week. Maybe that new widow at church or the college student at the coffee shop. Then come back and tell us in the comments, what surprising thing did you learn from someone younger or older than you? Because here's the beautiful truth my 93-year-old friend Evelyn taught me. Loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about forgetting how to be present with others. And you, my friend, have decades of wonderful presents still to give. Your anti-loneliness action plan starts now. Here's how to build your thriving retirement community today. Pick your connection. Start or choose just one action from this video to try this week, whether it's setting up that guest-ready chair or joining a skill swap at your library. Small steps lead to big changes. Build your circle tag, a friend in the comments who might be feeling this too. Share your 101st connection story so we can cheer each other on. 3. Stay connected with us. Hit subscribe bonus challenge. Leave a comment with your favorite way to connect with others. One new connection you'll make this month. Remember what Martha and Jamal taught us. Meaningful connections can bloom anywhere. Your retirement years should be full of laughter, shared stories, and new adventures. Let's make it happen together.